Good day, everyone. Today we will talk about the mechanics of test construction. The objectives for this lesson are the following. First, know test construction. Second, create one test question based on the given information. And lastly, express the relevance of test construction in an oral explanation. So before anything else, let's first talk about test construction. This is the science and art of planning, preparing, administering, scoring, statistically analyzing, and reporting results of tests. It is one of the ways teachers can monitor and measure the students' progress. Now, a test is composed of test items. What are test items? These are specific tasks test takers are asked to perform. They can assess one or more points or objectives. For example, a test item may be equivalent to 1 point. It's usually common for items in multiple choice questionnaires. An item may also be equivalent for 2 points or more. This applies to modified true or false items, essays, and other types of questionnaires. Now, test items are based on the lesson objectives. For example, if the objective is to make students understand grammar, the teacher will construct an item based on this. Now, there are skills tested in a test item or a questionnaire. First is the language skills, which involve reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Second is the non-verbal skills, which involve gestures. Gestures can be receptive or productive. Receptive is when you interpret someone else's gestures. Productive is when you make your own gestures. Examples of the tests in nonverbal are similarities and differences of objects, patterns, and visual sequences test. Now, when we talk about test construction, we go back to the domains of learning. We have cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Cognitive involves knowledge or mental skills. Affective is all about attitude or self. So it's about growth in feelings or emotional areas. Psychomotor is all about skills, manual or physical. Now for this day, we will focus more on the cognitive domain. This involves knowledge and development of intellectual skills. There are 6 major categories of the cognitive domain. We have knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Now let's talk about the 6 categories. First, we have knowledge. So the test items in knowledge category is all about the ability to recall information. Now the test questions would be like, what are the steps involved? Who are the characters? And questions like this. Now for the comprehension category, the test items will focus more on harnessing the ability to interpret information. Test questions would include, how is it related to this and that? What qualities differentiate Object 1 and Object 2? Now for application, the test items will focus on the ability to apply information in a new situation. One test question can be, what would happen if this and that? Now analysis is the ability to break down information and show relationships. Test questions can be, what was his motive? How does Object 1 compare and contrast with Object 2? Now for the synthesis category, we have the ability to bring together information to solve a problem. An example of a test question would be, what solutions would you suggest? And lastly, for evaluation, the test items would focus more on harnessing or strengthening the judgments based on criteria. Now, question can be, do you agree with the character or the writer? Or what do you think about what the character did? And so on. Now, Anderson, a former student of Bloom, together with other individuals, revised the taxonomy. So this is now the new categories of cognitive domain. We have remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Now look carefully at the new categories of the cognitive domain. And let's go back to the old categories. What have you observed? Yes, very good. Now the old categories are in noun form, while the new categories are in verb form. And not only did they improve the usability by using action words, but they also added a cognitive and knowledge matrix. Now, the previous cognitive taxonomy has 3 levels of knowledge or products. We have factual, conceptual, and procedural. Factual are basic elements students must know to be acquainted with a discipline or solve problems. Conceptual are the interrelationships among the basic elements within a larger structure that enable them to function together. And lastly, procedural is how to do something or methods of inquiry and criteria. So in the revised taxonomy, they combine the cognitive processes with the previous 3 levels of knowledge to form a matrix. They added metacognitive or metacognition. So this is the knowledge of cognition in general. It's like one's awareness and understanding of own thought and processes. An example of metacognition in the classroom is monitoring your educational performance and asking yourself effective questions that require you to think deeply about the task. However, after those processes, others have addition. We have facts, concepts, processes, procedures, and principles. Now, facts are specific data. Concepts are a class of items or ideas that are known by a common name. Processes are flow of events or activities. Procedures are step-by-step actions. And principles are guidelines, rules, and parameters. Alright, so all of these encompass the cognitive domain. When constructing your test, make sure to follow this domain. You can construct the items based on remembering category, analyzing, and so on. And also, make sure to follow the 3 domains. We have the other 2 domains which are affective and psychomotor, and use your objectives as guides to strengthen the assessment. Now for your activity, we have create 1 test question based on the paragraph. So you have 3 minutes to read the paragraph and 2 minutes to think of 1 question or 1 test item. Do you get me? Alright. Okay, time's up. Very good. Now, after all our lessons, why is it important to learn how to make test items? Yes, alright. As future educators, it is really important because someday, in order to measure our students' knowledge and skills, we need to know how to construct test items. So, thank you everyone for listening and paying attention. That would be all for this day.
Ever since the day that you went away.